Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, to get started on this Fideo recipe, it's going to be very easy, nothing hard at all. So you're going to need 1 pound of ground hamburger meat of your choice. It can be lean as well. You're going to need about 3 cloves of garlic minced. You can also use the already minced garlic from the store. This is about 1/3 to 1/4 cup of cilantro. We need 1 medium onion chopped. This is serrano peppers. My husband really likes some hot stuff, so he would prefer serrano. You can use any peppers you want. You can use it, you don't have to use peppers at all. You can have it mild, but Fideo is spicy, so this is 3 large serranos cut up and chopped. We're going to need 1 can of 8-ounce whole kernel corn, a can of spicy Rotel. This is the original, so it's spicy enough, I think. And then you're going to need 1 pan of Fideo cut spaghetti. And then the beef broth that I'm using today is the Campbell's Beef Consommé. Now, I'm using 3 cans because you need enough beef broth or actually liquid, to cook your spaghetti down. So let's go ahead and start browning our meat. We're going to do that first. Let's turn on the heat underneath this pan here. And we're going to brown this and set it aside into this pan right here. We're going to just start transferring everything into one pot, and then we're going to cook this spaghetti down until it gets done, and there's your Fideo. So let's get started. Okay guys, to start browning your stuff, we're just going to go ahead and brown the ground meat, and then we're going to render the fat, because this right here is a high fat content of meat. So I'm going to have to render the fat off of it after it gets done cooking. Now I know there's other ways of making Fideo, but this is how I learned to make it. I would love to see how they make the authentic Fideo. My husband and my son really like Fideo. I'm going to add just a tad bit of salt to this meat. Now also on your seasonings, I use just the regular seasonings, but also this calls for Montreal seasoning. And I'm going to put the spicy kind in here of Montreal seasoning. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit of salt. Put about a teaspoon. Now I'm just eyeing it. I all my stuff. I put measurements down in the About Me section of the video so y'all can have a measurement to go by. And of course you can taste it. Make sure it's to your liking, because I don't have your taste buds, guys, so you're going to have to taste it and find out if that's what you want. Then I'm going to put just about a teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. You got to season your meat so your meat will taste good. And some garlic powder. I'm not putting a whole bunch of garlic powder because I have minced garlic. And this right here is the spicy Montreal seasoning that you're going to need if it will focus. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Montreal steak seasoning. And you can get that from any store that you shop from. Or you should be able to, because it's McCormick. So let me go ahead and brown this up. And then I'm going to render the fat. Okay guys, I think I've got this well done now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the pan. And I'm going to render all that fat and get it out of there, because we're going to use this same pan to fry up our onions, our peppers, our garlic, and then we're going to take those out of the pan, and then I'm going to start toasting my Fideo noodles. So I'm going to take this out and just pop it right over here in this pan that I've got next to it. So let me do this and render the fat, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've rendered the fat and I've cleaned my pan up. So now what you're going to need is some oil so you can toast your spaghetti noodles, and so you can saute your peppers, your onions, and your garlic. So let's go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use any oil of your choice. I would rather use olive oil because it's the healthier version. Let that warm up just a tad. Now, if you're sensitive to hot stuff, I wouldn't recommend this. Because not only is your stomach going to be paying for it, your nose is as well. So let's go ahead and put the onions in. We're going to put 1 medium onion in. I'm going to put just a pinch of salt. It will help them cook a little better. I'm going to toss this up. And you're going to cook this for a good 3 to 5 minutes until it starts to look translucent. And then we're going to put the peppers in. I think a good 2 or 3 minutes will be alright. Now, I love onions in my stuff. I think on my video that I posted or was it the day before yesterday, I put onion in my recipe, and everybody loves onion. You gotta have onion in your food, y'all. It brings a lot of flavor to your food. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put these chopped serranos in. This is 3 large serranos. And you can take the seeds out of this too if you want to. I should turn on the vinegar, but it's going to get loud if I do that, so I'm just going to try to battle it out. So if I start coughing on you, don't know why. I'm going to saute this real good. You want to do this over a medium heat. We're going to let this cook for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to put in our garlic. Okay, now that our peppers and our onions have been cooking for a good 3 to 5 minutes, they're starting to get brown, so I'm going to go ahead and put in our garlic. And you want to put the 2 or 3 large garlic cloves in. Make sure you do it at the end of it because you don't want your garlic to burn. Okay? And you want to cook that until it's fragrant. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of this pan and transfer it in the other pan with the ground beef. Now you could probably do this all in one pot, but I like my Fideos to come out even, or my Fideo noodles to come out evenly brown. So I like to transfer everything into a different pot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out and put this in with the ground meat, and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so I've got those out and put those in the pot over there with the meat. So what I want to do now is I want to put me another tablespoon of olive oil right in the pan there. Let that warm up. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to take 1 pound of Fideo noodles. You can use any brand that you want. This is Barilla, and you're going to use the entire package. Go ahead and put all of your noodles pan, and we're going to toss this up until it becomes brown. You want this to be a golden brown. You might want to have your heat probably on medium-high because you don't want to burn your noodles. You just want to toast them. Okay, I'm going to toast these and I'll be right back to show you what they look like. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all just how nice and toasted these are getting. You see that? You want it to be nice and toasted. You don't want it to be burnt. So make sure that your heat is not too hot. These are almost done, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into the pot. And then I'm going to bring the pot over here and I'll show you the steps next, because this is a very, very easy recipe. Very easy. And people in your family will love it as long as they like spicy food. Okay, let's get this transferred and I'll be right back. Okay guys, now that I have transferred everything into this pot, you need a deep pot to simmer this in because you got a lot of noodles in there. So I went ahead and transferred it. Now I turned on the heat. Okay. Get it on high first. Let it start to heat up, and then we're going to put it on simmer. We're going to simmer it until the noodles get done. So while it's getting hot here, I'm going to put 1 can of Rotel. You can use spicy, mild, or whatever you want to use. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put 1 8-ounce can, I think it's an 8.5-ounce can of whole kernel corn. Juice and all, you don't have to drain it. About 3 cups. Okay. Now you're going to put a little bit of your spicy Montreal seasoning. Now this has chili pepper in it. You don't have to use this. You can just use regular Montreal seasoning. So I'm going to put just about a teaspoon and a half. Because he likes it spicy, y'all. I'm cooking this for somebody who loves peppers. And then I'm going to come in with 1/4 of a cup. That's about 1/4 of a cup of fresh cilantro, and put that in there. Now I'm just going to give this a mix, and I'm going to change my spoon because I don't want to scratch my pot. So I'm going to give this a mix. Make sure all of the noodles are covered up in the beef broth. Now, if you think you're going to have a little bit more of broth, which I'm thinking I'm going to have to, I'm going to go ahead and put in about 1/2 cup of water. Okay, so I want enough broth to cover the noodles, and 3 cups wasn't quite good enough, so I'm going to put in another 1/2 cup of water. And that's plenty right there. That's perfect. So just mix in all your ingredients. If you want to add any kind of seasoning to this, you may do so. You can add garlic, onion, salt or pepper, whatever you like. Now we're going to put the lid on here and simmer it on low until all of the noodles been simmering with the lid on. So we're going to open this up and see what we have here. Oh, look at that. I will zoom in for a little bit and let you see. See the... And guys, look at this. We got Fideo noodles, a can of corn, a can of Rotel, 3 cans of Beef Consommé, 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1 large onion, 3 large serrano peppers, 1 teaspoon of Montreal spicy seasoning. We have some salt and pepper to taste, garlic powder, onion powder, and there you are, your Fideo. I thank you so much for watching this video today. Like, subscribe, share me out. It will help my algorithm and help me get back to more people to watch my videos. And I thank you so much for being here. I love you very much, and I'll see you next week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, when I have new recipes come on the channel. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.